Welcome to California State University Fullerton's 2015 Commencement Ceremony. My name is Ann James. I'm an associate professor of voice and movement. My name is Ann James. I'm an associate in the College of the Arts. My name is Ann James. I'm an associate in the College of the Arts. My name is Ann James. I'm an associate in the College of the Arts. My name is Ann James. I'm an associate in the College of the Arts. My name is Ann James. I'm an associate in the College of the Arts. My name is Ann James. I'm an associate in the College of the Arts. My name is Ann James. I'm an associate in the College of the Arts. My name is Ann James. I'm an associate in the College of the Arts. My name is Ann James. I'm an associate in the College of the Arts. My name is Ann James. I'm an associate in the College of the Arts. My name is Ann James. I'm an associate in the College of the Arts. My name is Ann James. I'm an associate in the College of the Arts. MSNBC. Programs will be held. The north entrance to the Titan Gymnasium will be closed to all guests except for those holding tickets to the College of Education ceremony occurring in the gymnasium. College of Education graduates need to proceed around the Kinesiology and Health Science building and line up at the south entrance of the gymnasium. At the college and department ceremonies, graduates will be recognized by name and will receive a certificate of participation that has been signed by President Garcia and the Dean of the college. We ask that everyone contribute to these dignified proceedings by being considerate of other guests. Please remain in your seats until the conclusion of each ceremony. All graduates should receive the honor and respect they deserve after having worked so hard to reach their academic goals. Diplomas will be mailed to the homes of all graduates in August. In consideration of all our guests and to assist in the seating of the large number of people we have on campus here today, the saving of seats will not be allowed. Commencement ushers will enforce this measure so that everyone can be seated quickly and efficiently. We also ask that as a courtesy to those around you, please turn off all cell phones and other electronic devices. Your cooperation with this is greatly appreciated. For many of you, this may be your first visit to our campus. If you find yourself lost or in need of assistance for any reason, please look for an individual wearing an orange commencement shirt or a blue commencement staff ribbon. There are also information tables located throughout the campus to assist you. A first aid center is posted outside the Student Health Center, which is located east of the gymnasium. And there are 2 additional first aid stations located on campus today as well. Lost and found items will be taken to the library. All food concessions are also open today, so you are welcome to stop in and get something to eat or drink at your convenience. All buildings on campus will be open. Restrooms are available on the first floor of each of these buildings. Throughout the campus, there are signs posted indicating the location of these restrooms. The university has made arrangements for a professional photographer to take pictures of graduates as each is recognized on the platform at their respective college or department graduation ceremony. Proofs will be sent to each graduate to provide an opportunity to purchase these photos. Videos of the all-university commencement ceremonies taking place at this venue only will be posted online. Please visit the commencement website for more information. At the conclusion of this ceremony, you will be asked to remain seated as the platform party exits the stage, after which you are free to proceed to the next location on your graduate schedule. Again, we will be closing the entrance to the north side of the gym shortly before the conclusion of this ceremony. Only those guests holding tickets to the College of Education graduation occurring inside the gym will have access to this entrance. All other guests should proceed around the gym to their college or department ceremony venue. Our ceremony will begin shortly, And it is my pleasure again to welcome you to the commencement celebration for Cal State Fullerton's class of 2015. Thank you. Scott Annan, University Faculty Marshal. Jim Tolley, Interim Dean, College of the Arts. Carrie Knutson Miller, Interim Dean, University Extended Education and International Programs. David Bowman, Interim Dean, College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Susan Cooper, Dean, Irvine Campus. Cheryl Fontaine, Dean, College of Humanities and Social Sciences. Raman Unikrishnan, Dean, College of Engineering and Computer Sciences. Irene Matz, Interim Dean, College of Communications. Jesse Jones, Interim Dean, College of Health and Human Development. Anil Puri, Dean, Mahalo College of Business and Economics. Claire Cavallaro, Dean, College of Education. Tanansin Osagura, Dean of Students. Gregory Sachs, Vice President for University Advancement. Amir Dabirian, Vice President, Information Technology and Chief Information Technology Officer. Lori Gentles, Vice President for Human Resources, Diversity and Inclusion. Harpreet Bhatt, ASI President. Darissa Martinez, President, Alumni Association. Jose Cruz, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Berenicia Johnson-Eanes, Vice President for Student Affairs. Sean Walker, Chair, Academic Senate. Kelsey Brewer, California State University Trustee. Richard Louie, MSNBC Anchor. Mildred Garcia, President.
Good morning. Welcome to the California State University Fullerton Class of 2015 Commencement Ceremony. I am Dr. Scott Annan, Professor and Vice Chair of the Mathematics Department, and today I am serving as the University Faculty Marshal. Please stand as the Cal State Fullerton ROTC Honor Guard proceeds with the presentation of colors. Jocelyn Sharshad will then lead us in the singing of the national anthem, accompanied by the Cal State Fullerton Wind Orchestra, led by Mitch Fennell. Please be seated. The California State University Fullerton 2015 commencement ceremony has begun. There will be many special guests in the audience today, and we extend our heartiest welcome to each and every one of you. On behalf of the university community and the class of 2015, we thank you for joining us and helping us to celebrate these graduates and their accomplishments. Each graduate will receive a certificate of recognition for participation at their college or program graduation ceremony where their individual name will be called. This certificate is signed by the dean of their respective college and the president of the university. At this time, I would like to invite the president of California State University Fullerton, Dr. Mildred Garcia, to the lectern.
Okay, welcome everybody. Congratulations, class of 2015. So okay, I gotta move to this right script. Aha. No. Okay, now we're ready. First of all, let's thank Dr. Annan. I am honored to recognize you as the Outstanding Professor of the Year and grateful for your participation as Faculty Marshal for our 2015 commencement ceremonies. Let's congratulate them. Like most of our professors, Dr. Annan could teach at any institution in the world, but he chooses Cal State Fullerton because he knows that his efforts will be game-changing, just not for the diverse students he serves, but for the family legacies, neighborhoods, and communities. That is why he left UC Berkeley to become a Titan in 2002. And if you review his many achievements, which include co-authoring a grant to establish a center, you'll notice an underlying theme. He's not just helping students to achieve, he's helping them reach their dreams. He's helping them to discover their dreams. We truly are in the business of transforming lives at Cal State Fullerton, and I am proud that Dr. Annan is leading the charge. Please join me in congratulating our 2015 Outstanding Professor of the Year, Dr. Scott Annan. And now, it is my honor to welcome and congratulate the class of 2015. Over the past couple of weeks, I've attended many cultural commencement events around campus. They were fun, well-deserved celebrations that honor our university's rich tradition and diversity. But as I reminded everyone who attended them, they were the warm-up to the main event, the opening act for the headlining attraction, the pre-party before the big party today. Well, class 2015, congratulations. You have now officially made it to Cal State Fullerton's biggest party, the most important annual event of the year, and my favorite event of the year. I am so very proud of each and every one of you. You've worked hard to get here. But remember, you did not get here alone. Look around you. Look around all your friends, your families. You are surrounded by love and support. And you're also surrounded by students who introduced you to new cultures and became old friends. Parents who told you to keep going, that you would succeed in college, even if you were the first in your family to enroll at one. Professors and advisors who noticed when you were lost and helped you find your way. These people and many others have been cheering you on for many years. And now it is your time to cheer for them. Graduates, join me in thanking family, friends, faculty, staff, or abuelas, everybody who helped you along the way in your outstanding achievement today. Thank you. We have a saying here at Cal State Fullerton, and graduates, I hope you join me in sharing it with all of our guests. Once a Titan, always a Titan. Thank you for joining me. For the hundreds of thousands of graduates of this university, this phrase is more than an empty tagline. It is a transformational reality that guides their lives, career, education, and service. Graduates, as you join these lifelong Titans, you're now alums, there's 3 simple ways to continue being that lifelong Titan. Number 1, keep learning. We Titans are lifelong learners. The more you learn, the more open doors will be for you. Keep learning, keep opening up those wonderful doors that will be for you as you move forward. Number 2, give back. Give back to your communities. Give back to your families. Make sure that you help someone else come to the same place you are now, getting that degree, getting that university degree. If every one of us had one person we brought forward, how wonderfully educated Cal State Fullerton continues to be, this state and this nation. And number 3, always remember your alma mater, Cal State Fullerton. As you venture out into the world, come back. Tell us of all your success. Tell us of all the things you're doing. Get involved in Cal State Fullerton. Lift Cal State Fullerton for those that come behind you. Because wherever your journey takes you, you will always be a Titan reaching higher. Thank you, class of 2015. I am proud of you. The entire Cal State Fullerton community is proud of you, and we look forward to your many successes. Congratulations. It is now my honor to introduce an outstanding Cal State Fullerton student leader. She is only the 4th student in Cal State Fullerton's history to serve on the California State University's Board of Trustees, Ms. Kelsey Brewer. So Ms. Kelsey Brewer, member of the board, and of course, a proud Titan, I welcome you to the podium.
Thank you, President Garcia, and good morning. On behalf of my colleagues at the California State University Board of Trustees, it is a true honor to be here with you today to celebrate this wonderful achievement. It is even more special since I am a proud Titan myself. Though today I'm not graduating, I can only imagine the excitement and pride all of you must be feeling right now. So first, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I bring both warm greetings and great gratitude to all of the parents, families, friends, and others who have supported today's graduates. Second, I bring our most heartfelt congratulations to the amazing class of 2015. I, like many of you, came from simple and modest beginnings. Therefore, I know that I do not have to tell you about the power and potential of the degree you will be receiving from Cal State Fullerton today. This degree, which is the product of both your hard work and the hard work of the faculty, administrators, and staff here at Cal State Fullerton, has equipped you with the tools to not only improve your own lives and the lives of your family, but also the lives of others. My grandmother, who never received a high school education, let alone a college one, but was wise and educated in many other ways, once told me this: your success in life is not really about what you've done or even what you've accomplished. It's not about the trophies, the plaques, or the certificates you have hanging on the wall, or anything that you can really put in a job application. At the end of the day, your success will be measured by whose lives your presence has made better. Your success will ultimately be measured by who you have lifted up along the way. Equipped with the education that you have received at this wonderful university, I am confident that you will go forward to not only do amazing things for yourself, but for others. Because Titans not only reach higher for themselves, we help others reach higher too. Again, on behalf of the CSU Board of Trustees, I extend our sincerest congratulations to each and every one of you. Go Titans!
Thank you, Trustee Brewer. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Berenicia Johnson-Eanes, Vice President of Student Affairs. Dr. Eanes.
Good morning, class of 2015. All about you. It's all about us. Recently, I heard someone say maturity is not about age. Maturity is about accepting responsibility. Who and what are you responsible for? Your family, peace, justice, health, making happy memories, investing in the future. I hope you will seek a rich, mature life. A life full of fascination and promise that only a true Titan can see. We appreciate you choosing to be here with us. All about you. It's all about us. We salute your promise. We salute your truth, the truth that you represent. We salute your accomplishment. We salute you. Congratulations, and thank you for taking the journey with us.
I would now like to introduce Ms. Dorissa Martinez, President of the California State University Fullerton Alumni Association and alumna of the College of Humanities and Social Sciences class of 2001. Ms. Martinez.
Thank you. Good morning, Titans. My name is Dorissa Martinez, and I'm president of the Cal State Fullerton Alumni Association. On behalf of the Alumni Association Board of Directors and the nearly 250,000 alumni, I would like to congratulate you on reaching this epic milestone in your lives. You may find this hard to believe. I find it hard to believe myself, but it's been 15 years since I sat in those very same seats. I was hardly able to contain my excitement. Most of the day was a blur. It went by very, very fast, and now in my memory, it's kind of just bits and pieces. I was the first in my family to graduate from college, so for me, that day was about giving my family memories. It wasn't really for myself. The day may have been a blur, but I remember my time here fondly. While some things have changed, Mahalo Hall wasn't here, and we had one computer lab in the new part of the library. Some things haven't changed. I can remember putting on my Delta Zeta letters and racing out to Doc Rietveldt's Civil War class. Just a few weeks ago, I got to see him give another amazing Lincoln lecture. And I remember parking was bad. It was the same. You waited outside of the Humanities building in a line, and people would drive up to you, roll down their window, and say, "Can I take you to your parking spot?" I don't know if you guys still do that, but that's what we did. I remember going to baseball games before it was Goodwin Field and home plate was out in center field. I remember a lot of really great things about this university. I felt like I was really a part of this culture. So a few years ago, a girlfriend of mine, Antonia, who was serving on the Alumni Association Board of Directors, invited me to an alumni event, and I thought, we have an alumni association? I mean, I didn't think I was that out of touch. It turns out that the house next door to the police department isn't where the president lives. That's where the Alumni Association is. Well, we have an amazing board of directors. We're vibrant and dedicated to our students, and we help oversee programming and all kinds of services for the alumni. It really opened my eyes to how my university could play a part in my life after graduation. I didn't have to be done with school. Instead, I was able to use the power of our Titan network to foster lifelong learning and social and professional networking. So I'm glad Tony invited me to that event and I got involved. And you can too. Whether it's joining the Alumni Association or staying in touch with your professors, your college, or the clubs and organizations you joined, today does not have to be the end. It's just the beginning of your relationship with this school. My continued involvement with the Cal State Fullerton Alumni Association has ultimately led me here to this moment. Through my involvement, I've reconnected with my undergraduate friends, and I've made some new Titan friends along the way. I've also learned the importance of giving back. My education didn't come cheap, and certainly neither did yours, but it's an investment that you can continue to pay forward, and it will continue to pay back to you every single day. So I ask you to enjoy this moment. You did it. This is it. And you're looking forward to moving past all of it. No more classes, no more exams, no more parking issues. I get it. But I congratulate you. I also challenge you with this one simple request. Don't forget Cal State Fullerton. Give back. Don't forget the struggles. Don't forget the successes and all the moments that helped shape who you are today. I ask that each graduate sitting here today think about the faculty, the staff, and fellow students who pushed you, challenged you, and inspired you. And if you don't feel it today, I know you'll feel it down the road, that sense of gratitude. So say thank you by paying it forward, by giving back of your time, your talent, or perhaps some of your hard-earned dollars. This education, the one that you're celebrating today here, will open doors. You have no idea how many doors it will open for you. So look forward to your new adventure. You've got your diploma. Go out, hit the ground running. And again, we congratulate you. Welcome new alumni, and go Titans.
Thank you, Ms. Martinez. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Sean Walker, Professor and Vice Chair of Biological Science and Chair of the Academic Senate, who will give greetings on behalf of the faculty.
Avengers Assemble. Wait, no, I meant class of 2015. I always wanted to say something like that. All right. Good morning. I'm really happy to be here. It should be ex-Senate Chair Walker, as they elected somebody else on Thursday. I've chaired my last Senate meeting for a while, and I get to return to my department. So like many of you sitting in the audience, my life is going to change a little bit next year. So I'm going to go back to trying to figure out what a sexy cricket is. Yes, I study crickets and make little bug movies that you can watch on the internet. Okay? Now, I'm not going to make any more bad jokes, but I do want to first make sure you guys take a moment to congratulate yourselves. It's cold. Clap. Warm yourselves up. Congratulations, class of 2015. Second, I think you're probably still cold. So take a moment to thank the faculty, your families, for all of the things that they've done. Okay. All right. When I started here in 2003, I was like, this place is really huge and I don't know what to do. And my parents are still going, how come you get to study bugs for a living? They were really weird. I was like, well, because I'm a professor. It's fun. All of you now are graduating. You're going to go off and do hopefully what you're passionate about. I hope you do, okay? I get to sit around, play nerd superheroes, make dumb remarks about Avengers at big giant graduation ceremonies, and tell funny stories about the sex lives of animals. You know the best thing about my job, though? It's not all that. It's getting to spend time with the students, hearing all of the wonderful things that you do. I started reading a book, yes, they still exist, by David Brooks. It's called The Road to Character. In this book, he starts it off talking about two things that I think are really important: resume virtues and eulogy virtues. The idea is the resume things are all these things you get right, and you look at them in a job application, and everybody's like, wow, you're really qualified. And then the eulogy things are the things, well, you know, people read after you're dead. And they reflect the character, the relationships that you've built. I'm always so impressed by our students, both by their academics and the resume virtues that they build, and then all the time that all of you spend in the community doing wonderful things. I hope that you continue to do that. I think it's really, really important that you do. You spend time helping each other and helping your families. So to wrap it up, to quote Ed Wilson, who's an entomologist from Harvard, "You are capable of more than you know. Choose a goal that seems right for you and strive to be the best, however hard the path. Aim high, behave honorably, prepare to be alone at times and to endure failure, persist. The world's going to need all you can give, class of 2015. So, on behalf of the Academic Senate, the faculty and staff of Cal State University, I'd like to thank you for coming to us to learn, hanging out here on this very lovely day, okay? And I hope you celebrate a lot today. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Harpreet Bhatt, President of the California State University Associated Students.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. And on time. Thank you, Dr. Walker. Respected family, friends, faculty, staff, administrators, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2015, good morning. Good morning, or how we students say it, it's way too early for this stuff. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you as your ASI president and a fellow graduate. Believe it or not, I didn't get the chance to stand here in front of you. And no, it wasn't because I couldn't find parking this morning, one more day of struggles. And it wasn't also because I had a really long night last night, which none of us did, right? You see, back in 2010, when I was applying to CSUF, I was rejected by Cal State Fullerton. I was heartbroken. In my mind, for some odd reason, there was no other university or institution I wanted to attend but Cal State Fullerton. But this was hardly the biggest setback I had faced in my life up until that point. As when I was 11 years old, my parents, my mummy G and papa, decided that they wanted a better life for my brother and I. They wanted more opportunities for us and decided to move our family from India, leaving behind all of our friends, family, everything we knew to come to the United States. Adopting to a whole new world while embracing my Sikh identity, dealing with ignorance, hatred, and constant challenges going through middle school and high school taught me that I did not have the pleasure of situations always being okay, that I had to make them okay. So when I was rejected by CSUF, I could not accept that and move on. And through challenging the situation, I found an alternative route in the Educational Opportunity Program, EOP, which had 61 spots for over 14,000 applicants into their program. Now, in the words of an admissions official at the time, this was my last chance, last opportunity to get into this university. So, through everyday phone calls, memorizing the names of all the members in the EOP staff, and showcasing my passion for CSUF, I became the 61st and last student admitted into the class of 2010. So on the first day of classes in fall of 2010, I started dead last. And today, on our last day as students, I stand before you on a podium with a microphone able to share my story. In the wise words of Drake, started from the bottom, now we're here. But this is hardly my story alone. As graduates of Cal State Fullerton, we are no strangers to adversity and obstacles that have come in our path leading up to this day. From decreasing state funding into our education, taking on additional jobs to not only support ourselves, but our loved ones, and getting over people saying, you're just not good enough or great enough. And in many other ways, we have tackled challenges by being resilient and not losing focus of our ultimate goal. Our friends, family, faculty, and loved ones have been with us every step of the way. If it weren't for the daily sacrifices that my mummy ji, papa, and my beloved brother Harsimran made on a daily basis, I would have never been able to stand here before you. I owe all my past, present, and while revealing future success to these individuals and countless others. So today, as you celebrate, remember to recognize those remarkable individuals and people behind you that helped make this day possible. This isn't just your day or my day, it is ours. So, the class of 2015, I have no doubt that Cal State Fullerton has more than prepared us to go out there and take on the big bad world. Why? Because Titans reach higher. Because instead of starting on that 10, 20-page paper, we decided to binge watch House of Cards and try to understand yet why another character had been killed in Game of Thrones. But we still handled our business, and we successfully made it here today. Congratulations, and remember, once a Titan, always a Titan. May the odds be ever in your favor. Peace.
Thank you, Mr. Bott. It is now my pleasure to invite President Garcia back to the lectern so that she may introduce our keynote commencement speaker. President Garcia.
It is now my distinct honor to introduce your keynote speaker, MSNBC anchor Richard Louis. That's right. Since joining MSNBC in 2010, Mr. Louis has anchored some of the world's biggest news stories, including the Deficit Supercommittee failure, the Arab Spring, and the 2011 debt ceiling debate. Prior to joining MSNBC, Mr. Louis spent 5 years at CNN Worldwide, most recently with CNN Headline News as the sole anchor of Morning Express. He also led the network's morning political reporting throughout the 2008 presidential election, and he has more than 60,000 Twitter followers who look to him as a spokesperson for gender equity, immigration reform, and other humanitarian issues. In addition to his extensive broadcasting and journalism career, Mr. Louis spent 15 years working in consulting, manufacturing, environmental industries, and more. He recently co-founded the first bank-centric payment system and has worked for firms such as Citibank and Mercer Management Consultant. He also spent a quarter century in community service in Africa, Asia, and throughout the U.S., and in 2014, he was awarded the American Courage Award for Distinguished Service from the Asian Americans Advancing Justice. A lifelong learner, Mr. Louis received his bachelor's degree from UC Berkeley, an MBA from the University of Michigan, and he's currently enrolled in the International Security Program at Stanford University. And so what's not on his resume? He's a warm and kind spirit. I visited him at 30 Rock, and he went around making sure that I met everyone there, warmly and excited about his job. And I asked, what do you do for fun? He says when he travels, he volunteers for things like Habitat for Humanity. I am honored to invite a new Titan, Richard Louis, to the lectern to deliver the 2015 commencement address. Please join me in giving him a warm Titan welcome.
Well, thank you, President Mildred Garcia, Vice President Greg Sachs, as well as Senior Director Francis Tevis for your kind invitation today. How are you guys doing? Yeah. So, question for you first. A little bit of a contest. I want to know who's prouder of all 30,000 of you. 30,000. Let's start with the parents and family. You proud? Oh, they got a horn back there. That is the Titans' hello, I guess. On the stage, proud? And class of 2015, are you proud? I like that so much. I like you guys that much. I like who's on stage here this much. I want you to stand up and hug somebody. This is a big hug. Come on. God. Stand up and hug somebody. Parents, you too, come on. Stand up. It's been quite a trek, 4 or 5 years.
I gotta hug you.
Right, hugs for...
Did that not feel good? Wow, because that's what a commencement is. It is a huge hug, and I have never been to a bigger hug in my life. So, I know right now some of you are worried about your caps. You have to get it right. You looking good? Yeah, you're looking good. But look at some of your caps out there. I saw them on the way in. You know, caps with 20 pins in them. Caps that are sitting off to the back, you know. I don't know how they're standing up like that. Some off to the side. Looks like they're growing out of your ear. All kinds. And you know why? Because it's all about good hair, isn't it? It's all about good hair. Come on, you can admit it. You know, you were thinking about that this morning. So, you know, this hair thing, as a broadcast journalist, I'm a lot like you, every day. When it's go time, when the camera is on, it's aimed at you, you have to have good hair. I'm always like, all right, it's just me, man. Look, it's all right. Imagine doing that every day. So it's a pretty difficult and interesting profession. And to be honest, and to be a little bit more serious, talking so much about hair runs in my family. You see, it would make my grandfather smile if he heard me talking about hair today. You see, he was a barber. And he came here originally poor. He was a poor farmer coming from his family in China. And you know, machetes and thickets was his game when he was in China. Problem was, when he came to the United States in 1909, there wasn't much demand for farmers speaking Chinese. So he thought about what he knew how to do and applied it to his passion. And that answer was cutting hair. And I can see it right now, right? You know, there's my dad sitting in the kitchen in San Francisco, Grandpa practicing on him, machete style. Oof. He had 2 older brothers for a while. Well, after a while, on the barbershop wall of my grandfather's place, the pictures of local politicians and famous people, that increased. Grandpa got better, and somehow it was enough to raise 12 children. Just like a business innovates to survive, Grandpa was a personal innovator, moving to a new country where he did not speak the language and changing careers completely. I wonder what brought him to take those calculated risks. And it came down to 2 questions I believe he asked himself. If there was anything in the world I could do right now, what would that be? And if I were 90 years old and on my deathbed, would what I'm doing right now be what I'm most proud of? For Grandpa, that answer was no. So he moved and brought his young bride with him to the United States. So his children would not be him. We should ask those very same questions. We should be ready to cut hair. Now, a century later, there I was, just out of business school, and instead of accepting the offer from the company to pay for half of my tuition, I decided to become a news anchor in Asia. Makes a lot of sense, right? This was the phone call. It went a lot like this. Hello, Dad? Yeah, hi. So, I'm going to reject that consulting job for $100,000. Yeah, I'm going to take this anchoring job in Singapore. It's $45,000. Yeah. Yeah, I got to repay my school sponsorship too. I am basically paying to work for them. Yep. I'm making negative $25,000 the first year. Dad, what? You're taking away my yellow card? What are you talking about? That was a conversation. 2 years later, I did join CNN. And if I could do anything in the world, it was to become a journalist, to follow a passion that started as a 13-year-old listening to a transistor radio. And the plan was to treat my new career as a business. I was a product, like a bar of soap at the supermarket. And in the process, you know, I'm looking in the mirror and I discover something for the very first time. First off, bad hair. Second, I'm Asian American. Look at that skin, those eyes, the nose. Ooh, look at that nose. Now, as a broadcast journalist, I have to own who I am, unlike any previous job I have ever had. I'm an Asian American male, and that's what people see first. And with that, that started a new journey of understanding and accepting myself over the last 12 years. That process of looking inside resulted in me doing more outside, volunteering at nonprofits for ethnic, gender, and socioeconomic equality. And as a result, my personal and professional network expanded. I became an ambassador and spokesperson for UN Women, Plan International, and others. On Angel Island in California, you know, the Ellis Island of the West, my cousins and I bought a plaque. It is to honor my grandparents. And I can't help but think how lucky I am, because my grandfather was so different than others of his time. What? You're going to America? Why would you do that? You can work on the farm. Come on. You're going to open a barbershop and cut hair? What, are you crazy? Your kids will have no future. Well, Grandpa, son of China, poor immigrant, non-English speaking, I never met you, but thank you. Your grandson is a national network anchor, and you are right. This is America. Titans, that's your story too. Be great personal innovators as you go forward. Create your own hair-cutting story. So, did I tell you it's good to be here? Well, parents, family, friends, I already know you're proud. You were screaming earlier. I'm proud too, because my entire family went to a CSU. CSU Fullerton, Cal State Fullerton, a very special place. It helps to generate something you know quite well, over $3 billion in earnings for their alumni, all of you and the alumni you're about to be. The place that for every dollar spent returns 5 times that to the state's economy. You guys are doing okay. That's better than Apple stock. But it's not all business at CSU Fullerton. At Cal State Fullerton, how about that 1.4 million hours of community service by all of you each and every year? I'm interested, graduates, who's part of that here? 2 people. Impossible, because I did the calculation. 1.4 million hours. That would take one full-time person working 700 years straight. And that's in 1 year. You were the ones, I believe here, Titans, that changed the complexion of selfish America. The skill you have that others do not have to allow you to do that, I do believe it is because you know how to water more than just one plant. And what do I mean by that? Let's just say you have a gallon of water every day. 80% of it goes to your main plant. We'll call that your education. But Titans, as I mentioned, you also do a lot of volunteer work. That is your second plant. Part of the remaining 20% of your water, that goes to that. And I say plants because that indicates cultivation, growing, and nurturing. Many of you also have a third plant. It's your family, a relationship, or a job. 3 plants are good, 6 too many, and 1 not enough. And the reason is because with one plant, as many of us tend to do, what happens when that plant dies? What happens when that job falls through? The relationship ends. After that one plant dies, there is nothing else in the garden. So they say follow your passion, right? Let's do something today. Let's put an S at the end like the S in Titans. Follow your passions, plural. You agree? You know, James Kofi Annan did just that. I had the pleasure of telling his story on CNN some years back. James is a former child slave, exploited for sex and labor. But then somehow he escaped from his trafficker. And what he did, after he escaped from this fisherman in Ghana, he soon taught himself how to read, which led that to him putting himself through college. He knew it was his gateway. Not too soon after that he graduated, he became a manager at Barclays Bank. Along the way, he decided to start a school called Challenging Heights in Ghana to save children from his neighborhood from poverty and slavery. It was his second passion. And after some years, he decided he would quit that job and run the school full time. his second passion became his first passion. And I believe if James can do it, we can too. And Cal State Fullerton is the place to learn to do that in both local and global ways. You know, Titans, here's another reason you are so unique. 1 in 3 of you are international students. 1 in 3 of you are Hispanic American. 1 in 5 of you are Asian American or Pacific Islander. 3 out of 4 of you are diverse. You are the success stories of the global community of America. That includes Fullerton graduates like Oscar winner Kevin Costner, who's been in over 50 films, seen around the world. He's a Titan. Astronaut Tracy Caldwell Dyson, who is on 3 space shuttles circling the Earth. She's a Titan. And like the more than 20 football players who joined the most popular league in the country, the NFL, they are Titans. These graduates and more change the country and the global community. They are you. So how will you know when you have made that big leap, that personal innovation I've been talking about, when you've learned to cut hair? It may not be the Oscar, the spacewalk, or an NFL team. It won't be a Wikipedia page or 1 million Twitter followers. Instead, it will be when you find out you aren't who you thought you were. You realize that you are an entirely different person, that you were able to start that business, raise that family, move to Ethiopia, become that humanitarian. Which brings me back to my grandfather. You see, he came to the U.S. illegally. The 1882 Chinese Exclusion Act did not allow any non-elite from China to immigrate to the United States. So my grandpa bought fake papers and became what's known as a paper son, a fake son on paper. And now what he did was he became a fake son of a legal U.S. family. He bought a new name. He gave up his birth name so he could come to the United States, which means my real name is Wong, and Louis is my purchased fake name. I am a descendant of illegal immigrants. My father and I first found out this fact after my grandmother's funeral, when her tombstone was installed. Our real name, Wong, was prominently displayed on the tombstone, and our fake purchase name, Louis, was right to its side. At the age of 40, my father was not who he thought he was, and neither was I. And so I finish with this story because that is what I believe personal innovation is. You do something that you didn't realize you could. You cut hair, and you realize you are not who you thought you were. You are much more. Go Titans! Congratulations.
Let's once again thank Mr. Louis for the inspiring comments and sharing his story. Thank you so much. It is now my pleasure to invite Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Jose Luis Cruz, to the podium.
Thank you, President Garcia, and good morning, Cal State Fullerton class of 2015. I recently learned that our university will reach a very important milestone this weekend. During this spring's commencement, we will confer our 250,000th degree. That represents 250,000 graduate and undergraduate degrees awarded by Cal State Fullerton since 1959. It is a number that should fill all of us with awe. But this commencement represents another important milestone for each and every one of you. Every graduate here has worked extremely hard and made enormous sacrifices with the goal of achieving a brighter tomorrow for yourselves and your society. Today, you have reached that goal. Today is the commencement of your future. All of us who have watched you along this path, family, friends, faculty, and staff, and administrators, are proud to have been part of your journey to success. We have witnessed the strength of your character, marveled at the depth of your dedication, and been humbled by your commitment to your communities. We may think of ourselves as teachers, but it is all of you who teach us day after day the greatest lessons in perseverance, integrity, and courage. I salute you all on this tremendous achievement. Let's give a strong round of applause for our class of 2015 and the many brighter tomorrows that lie ahead. It is now time to recognize and perform the hooding of the second class of graduates in the Cal State Fullerton Doctorate in Education program. Claire Cavallaro, Dean of the College of Education, and I will be performing the hooding ceremony.
Futoshi Nakagawa. Steve Dorsey. Nabal Abu Ghazala. Vidal Valdez. Kenneth Robinson. Stephanie Wong Campbell. Natalie Sarton. Lone Wu. Esmeralda Medrano. Amanda Geddes. Laura Ramirez. Asia Fernandez. Daniel Boehner. Cara Voorhees. Orlantha Nin. Jeffrey Cole. Russell Muir. Brad Schneider. Angela Happy Nagao. Tushan McKeithen. Andy Dunn.
Let's give one more strong round of applause to our graduates in the Cal State Fullerton Doctorate in Education program. It is now time to recognize those graduates that have earned their bachelor's degrees with honors. Outstanding scholastic achievements at the baccalaureate level are recognized upon completion of degree requirements by the awarding of honors, the eligibility of which is explained in your program. In recognition of their scholastic excellence, all honors graduates are presented a medallion with the seal of California State University Fullerton imprinted on it, and the level of honors achieved is engraved on the reverse side. Although their names are annotated in the commencement program, I would like to recognize each group of honors graduates. Please hold your applause until all honors graduates have been recognized. Individuals graduating summa cum laude wearing their medallions with blue ribbons, please stand and remain standing. Individuals graduating magna cum laude wearing their medallions with orange ribbons, please stand and remain standing. Individuals graduating cum laude wearing their medallions with white ribbons, please stand. Congratulations to all our honors graduates. Please be seated. Now is the time for which you all have been waiting eagerly. Will all doctoral graduates and candidates please stand? Will all master's graduates and candidates please stand? Will all baccalaureate graduates and candidates please stand? President Garcia, on behalf of the faculty of California State University Fullerton, I am pleased and honored to present to you the graduates and candidates of the class of 2015 for their conferring of their degrees.
Thank you, Dr. Cruz. You ready? Doctorate in Education program graduates and candidates, master's graduates and candidates, baccalaureate graduates and candidates. It is with great privilege and honor, before valued family and friends, and upon the recommendation of the administration and teaching faculty of California State University Fullerton, and by the authority vested in me as president of the university by the CSU Board of Trustees, to confer upon all of you completing requirements the degrees for which your name is listed in our commencement program, together with the rights, privileges, opportunities, and responsibilities to our society attached thereto. Your diplomas will stand as testimony to your possession of these degrees. As a symbol of conferral of your degree, bachelor candidates, you may now move the tassel from the right side of the caps to the left. Congratulations, felicidades. Now it's your time to go party. Go out and make us proud. Congratulations.
All right, well done, and congratulations to all of our graduates. And with that, the 2015 University Commencement Ceremony is now concluded. We ask that the audience remain seated as the platform party exits the stage. When the platform party has exited, please proceed to the location of your college commencement ceremony. Congratulations to our 2015 graduates and to their family and friends attending today. We hope that you enjoy your day on campus and the university commencement ceremony is now concluded. Congratulations to all of you for reaching this significant milestone in your lives.